Salute to everybody. Now, T.I. has officially responded to Boosie. As I stated before, you guys seen Boosie took to VladTV and had a lot of things to say about T.I. being a rat. And T.I. responded with a whole lot of things to say back. Now, first off, if you're new to the channel, subscribe right now. Y'all hit the like button. Let's jump right into it. Now, T.I. took to his Instagram not long ago. He had an extensive message that he wrote to Boosie. Like I said before, those guys was cool. So I never really understood why Boosie went to VladTV to say whatever it is that he wanted to say about Boosie. It seems as though he could have just picked up the phone. I'm sorry, what Boosie said about T.I. It seems like Boosie could have just picked up the phone and actually had that conversation with a T.I. if you really felt that adamant about it. I'm not saying who was right or who was wrong, but at the end of the day, I felt as though if your brothers or if your sons is best friends and y'all had a joint album about to come out, etc., I felt as though you should have called the man and got some explanation as to what really went down, so on and so forth. For like T.I. said, pull up on him and get the paperwork. Nevertheless, T.I. said, yeah, so I don't know if it's you or your OG that need to see it, but I got my paperwork ready to show. Pull up. My number the same and my address the same, my nigga. To get on the net and speak on shit you never spoke to me about is leaving me to believe you been hiding your heart the whole time. I never speak on certain disrespect on your name, reputation about a if, homie. The convict code say when in doubt, put a paperwork out. And if you ain't did that, then basically shut your mouth. He said, now, I don't know what type of time you on, but I'll say again, if it was a question or confusion about anything, I said you could have called and asked. So you can report back and tell your OG, and you put in it like parentheses like your OG, because remember Boosie said that, his OG said, I know that mixtape ain't coming out. Nevertheless, to continue on, he said, or you could have pulled up and checked the black and white like I'm offering you to do now. Either way though, my nigga, I ain't bound to no nigga opinion of me. And he just basically continue on with many other things. I'll leave it in you guys' face and you guys can continue to read. But at the end of the day, it seems as though T.I. has held no punches and letting Boosie know if you got a problem with me, you could have pulled up on me and basically seen the paperwork for yourself. Nevertheless, many people's opinion of T.I. don't seem to matter to him, but a lot of guys feel as though when you seen the Crime Stopper video and just different things that T.I. has said over time that, he's a rat. But me personally, like I said, this whole snitching culture and so on and so forth, it's getting a bit out of control when you start seeing guys that, if you're in a situation, me personally, if I'm in a situation with you and I'm no longer living and it can get you from doing a life sentence or get you back to your family, I can give a damn what you do. You can tell on me. Feel free to tell on me to get yourself back to your family, especially if we did something together and I look at you like my homeboy or a family member, relative. Long as I'm no longer living and it's not affecting nobody, if I'm the only one that's your co-defendant and I'm no longer living and you can make it back home by putting it on, I can care less. But at the end of the day, my opinion don't matter. In this regard, I felt as though Boosie said that T.I. is still a rat. And it's, like I said, to piggyback on some things that I said, T.I. basically said, I don't know if you or your OG need to see the paperwork. He said, but I got my paperwork ready to show you. Pull up. And he continued on with these other things that he had to say about Boosie. Boosie's reputation is out here. And many people feel different ways about Boosie. It's a lot of victims that still out there that feel as though Boosie was guilty of a lot of things. And maybe T.I. could have spoke on those things, but he didn't do so. He felt as though, the relationship he had with Boosie, he kept between him and Boosie. But I will echo this. I'm not saying who's right or wrong. I don't know these gentlemen's situation, but if they really had a friendship or a brotherhood or their sons was best friends and they was going at it with Charleston White and all these other things, I personally felt as though, the manly thing would have been was to call T.I., sit down with him like, man, you know how I feel about rats, etc. Man, you got that paperwork. Let me see what's going on. And then T.I., if he gladly offered it to him, you could have discussed it as men versus bringing it to a guy like VladTV that only wants to be messy. As you guys see, he got 900,000 views off of that little content and it's working in his favor. Like I said, I don't know if Boosie feeling this way because, you guys, if you think back, Boosie was supposed to be on this Legends of the Street tour. He was supposed to be, out there with those guys. Maybe he felt as though T.I. should be riding for him because I'm not mistaken. Boosie said something along the lines of, he's getting sued in regards of that tour because you guys seen him get into a fight, etc. Maybe he felt as though T.I. should have came out of his defense, so he's been having a little animosity to him. I'm not going to continue on and on and on. I don't know what Boosie's feeling, or he just feel like T.I.'s a rat and he don't want to be associated with it in no form or fashion. Nevertheless, T.I. again told no Boosie to pull up. Yeah, so I don't know if it's you or your OG that needs to see it, but I got my paperwork ready to show. Pull up. My number the same and my address the same, my nigga, to get on the net and speak. To get on the net and speak on shit you never spoke to me about is leaving me to believe that you've been hiding your heart the whole time, etc. So, like I said, like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification. I won't hold much of you guys' time. I want to read in the comment section below. What do you guys think? Do you guys think that Boosie is taking this rat culture a little bit too far? With the whole T.I. situation being as if they was friends, maybe he should have pulled up on him. Or do you guys guys feel like Boosie is right. Rats shouldn't don't deserve the time for a real dude to speak to. And Boosie took it to his route to basically disrespect T.I. and cut ties with him. And for whatever it's worth, that's what he had to say. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notification. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think below. Want it.